Hello student, today we are going to discuss our third part of the video, that is profit and loss account, and this is the chapter of financial statement of a company, third part of accountancy. So let's start. Profit and loss statement. The profit and loss statement is a financial statement that summarizes the revenues, cost and expenses incurred during a specified period, usually a fiscal quarter or a year. Okay? The profit and loss statement include revenues, cost and expenses. You have already made it in class 11th, but the format of profit and loss account is now changed. Okay? It include these records which are very important for knowing whether the company is profit making or non-profit making or loss making company. Okay? These records provide the information about a company's abilities and inability to generate profit by increasing revenue, reducing cost or both. Okay? So profit and loss statement is very important because it gives you a clear picture about your inabilities and abilities. Okay? So if you know about your abilities, you can enhance that, and inabilities can be reduced. Okay? So profit and loss statement have two parts. First is trading account and second is profit and loss account. As we know, the business premise can be divided in three parts. First is factory, where the products are made. Second is warehouses, and third is administration. Okay? Whatever expenses arises in factory are called direct expenses. Okay? Why they are called direct expenses? Because they are involved directly in the production of product, like raw materials. Okay, whatever raw materials are consumed are direct expenses. Okay, and octroi, wages and salaries. If it is written wages and salary, it is included in trading account, and if it is written like salary and wages, then it is included in PL account. Okay, so whatever expenses is directly involved in the production of goods, that is in factory, is called direct expenses, and whatever expenses are involved in warehouses and administration, because they are not directly involved in production of good, is called indirect expenses. You have to identify whether the expense is direct or indirect. Okay? It is a base for making cash flow statement, so you have to study seriously. Okay? Now, we discuss the new format of profit and loss account. It is also known as income statement, as it takes into consideration all the incomes and expenses for the particular period in order to determine whether the entity is profit making entity or is running into losses. It shows the profitability of the business entity for given period of time. Say if the given period is accounting year 2018 and 19, then such statement is prepared for the period of 12 months. Okay, from 1st April to 2018 to 31st March 2019. Okay, so income statement consider all the income and expenses. Whatever you generate, whatever you spend are included in income statement, and it is prepared on the basis of time period, whether in quarters or in a accounting period. And after making the profit and loss account or income statement, you get knowledge about whether you are profit making company or loss making company. Okay? So what are the characteristics? It comprises all the incomes earned and all the expenses incurred during the particular accounting period. Particular accounting period, you have to pay attention to this in a particular accounting period. It is based on the historical data, previous data, as it records all the transactions which have already taken place during the particular period. Because it is made at the end of accounting period, so it have historical data. Okay, now the format, that is part second, balance sheet is part third, and income statement is second part of schedule third of Companies Act 2013. Okay, so if first of all it include revenue from operation. What is revenue from operation? Revenue from sales, revenue from whatever sales is product or services, and other operating revenues. Okay, other income include interest income, dividend income, net gain or loss on sales of investment, and other non-operating income. Okay, so after certaining that revenue from operation and other income, you have to make total revenue by adding both of heads. Okay, now after that you have to ascertain the expenses which are incurred at cost of material consumed, purchase of stock in trade, change in inventories, finished product, employee expenses, financial costs, depreciation expenses, etc. Okay, and at last, making total revenues and total expenses, you have to deduct both of these and you got the profit. And after getting the profit, you less the tax and you got profit and loss. Okay, so first of all we discuss revenue. Revenue from operation, it is the amount of revenue earned by the entity from the activities carried out by it with an objective to earn profit or operating activities. Okay, operating activities, what are the activities are going on for the purpose of business are operating activities. In case of manufacturing or trading company, revenue from operation is the amount of sales, net sales. Okay, net sales, what is net sales? Sales minus sales return. Okay, in case of service company, revenue from operation is amount fee earned, because services, when services are provided, you give fees. And in case of finance company, revenue from operation is interest or dividend. Okay, other incomes, it is the amount of revenue earned by the entity from non-operating activity, which are not the operating business, but some activities generate the profit or income, so it is also included in this. Okay, non-operating activity are sources that are not its business activity. In case of manufacturing, trading and service company, other income shall comprise the gain and loss on the sales of fixed assets, bad debts recovery, interest on fixed deposit, etc. In case of finance company, other income shall comprises of any amount that is earned from non-financial activity or non-finance activity. Okay, very simple, it is very easy, you can understand very easily. Now what are expenses? The cost of material consumed, it is the amount of raw material and other material used in manufacturing of finished goods. In order to compute the amount of material consumed, following is the formula: cost of material consumed, opening inventory, opening stock, plus purchase of material minus closing stock. Very simple, opening stock minus closing stock plus purchase of material. Okay, purchase of stock in trade, in the amount of goods purchased for the purpose of trading or reselling is included in the stock in trade. Whatever goods you produce are based on raw material, you have to convert raw material in useful goods, and for this you have to purchase raw material and it is included in stock in trade. If any further process is carried out on such purchased goods, then they are no longer termed as a stock in trade. Okay, if any further process. Okay, if you know what is the drawing, if you use for personal purposes or any other purpose, so it is not included in stock in trade because it is not in trade now. They become the pass of cost of material consumed. Change in inventories. What is change in inventory? You have already studied this before. The change in inventory is difference between opening and closing inventory of finished goods. Okay, work in progress and stock in trade, which is recorded as an expenses in statement of profit and loss account. Okay, employees expenses, it is the amount of payment made to and for benefit of employee. Okay, whatever expenses you done on your employees are included in employees expenses. It includes wages, salaries, bonus, amount spent on staff welfare expenses and etc. Okay, finance cost, it is the cost incurred by the company on borrowing or loan. What you arise borrowing on loan? Interest, and such borrowing, loan, overdraft used during the particular period of entity. Okay, what is depreciation expenses? It is fall in the value of tangible asset. When we use tangible assets, some value of that asset will be decreased with a normal wear and tear and obsolescence. Such amount is written off the useful life of respective asset by the showing it as an expense in profit and loss statement. You make an amount of fixed deposit, so you can purchase that machinery in future. Okay, amortization expenses, it is fall in the value of intangible fixed asset, which is written off over the useful life according to show as expenses statement and profit and loss. Okay, intangible assets are patent and copyright etc. When their value is deteriorated or decreased, then it is written off in amortizing expenses. Okay, now let's solve a question which is from your book. Compute revenue from operation and other income and total revenue from the manufacturing firm from the following information. First of all, you have to ascertain revenue from operation. So you have to read that sales of product is 35 lakhs, sales return is 50 lakh. You have already discussed a formula that when you have to ascertain net sales, you have to less the sales return. Sales of services 2 lakh, sales of scrap 70,000, sales of miscellaneous item 6,000, dividend received 25,000. Okay, so फर्स्ट हेड इज रेवेन्यू फ्रॉम ऑपरेशन. सो ये आपका सेल्स है. सेल्स ऑफ प्रोडक्ट इज 35 लाख. ओके, एंड यू हैव टू लेस सेल्स रिटर्न, दैट इज 50,000. सो इट विल बिकम 34 lakh 50,000. Now other sales which are not in operation like sales of services is 2 lakh and sales of scrap is 70,000. So after adding all these income, we got 37 lakh 20,000. Okay, now we have to add some miscellaneous income and other income like sales of miscellaneous item which is mentioned here 6,000. What are the miscellaneous item is not mentioned, so it will written as a sales of miscellaneous item, that is 6,000. And dividend received, maybe this is manufacturing firm. Yeah, it is a manufacturing firm, not a financial company. So whatever dividend received is treated as other income. Okay, maybe the company invested some money in shares or debentures, whatever, that is dividend. Okay, maybe shares. Okay, so they received dividend of 25,000, that is 31,000. Okay, and after all of these income which you have generated, we can find the total revenue from operation. Okay, total revenue from operation, and this is a main income of a company. ओके सो यहाँ पे आपको एक हिंट भी दिया हुआ है, लाइक मैन्युफैक्चरिंग फर्म इज नॉन फाइनेंशियल कंपनी. Yeah, already I have discussed. Because of this, dividend is treated as other income. If this is a financial company, the dividend is written in revenue from operation. Okay, so there are some question of these types, so you try to solve these question from your book, and in next video we solve some more question based on profit and loss statement. Okay, thank you.